The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Hello everybody, welcome for the season finale of What's the Script podcast, the very Scottish movie review podcast which has you chuckling and leaving it feeling a wee bit more factual about something you thought you knew everything about. I'm Craig, as always. With me is Christopher. Well rested. How are you?
Yes, I'm on the backswing of a wee flu virus. You might hear it in my voice, but other than that, I am hunky-dory, ready to go. Well rested, you see. Well rested.
Aye. It wouldn't quite be every 4 or 5 podcasts if you weren't recovering from an illness, would it? This weather.
This is it. Aye. Well, that's what happens, bro. You go out in the mornings and it's fucking -3. And then you go into somewhere nice and warm, and then back out into -3, and then the next thing you go, I don't feel well. That's because you're fucking cold.
Aye. And then you're working with people that are too feared to stay off and sick, and they're giving you their illness as well. Which isn't right. Know what I mean?
No, but that's it. But that is what it is. Plus, mate, people are manky bastards. See, fucking... I mean, I use the fucking peasant wagon like the best of people, right? But see fucking people's behaviour on the bus, man. Fucking... and then get up and fucking touching every pole on the way down. You're like, you clatty bastard.
Aye.
Know what I mean?
I went out to work in the morning with a hazmat suit on. You getting the bus today, I take it? Aye. Darth Vader.
Fucking aye. That's what it is, mate. 'Tis the season and all that.
'Tis the season for sheer folly.
Plus, we're of the opinion, aren't we, that fucking the schools and the nurseries aren't getting cleaned like they should, man. Because every fucking... Every wedding I seem to hear about and all that, they're fucking not well all the time. Including the ones on my side. It's fucking all right.
Aye, maybe Archie had the wee virus again there. It fucked his weekend. He was sick, sweating, diarrhea, sore head, sore throat. But he's all right now, but... Just waiting on Robert coming home now and going, I don't feel well. Because I never get it at the same time the other day. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Just to stretch it out.
Aye.
So, as I say there, everybody, welcome to the season finale. So, episode 25, as we seem to do these in 25 bunches, series 5. Thanks very much for sticking with us, listening, watching, and all the platforms, audible and visual. Thanks to Quaint for once again for this season providing us with our title track, and also Native Origins who are on board and will be going live in April. Maybe do a wee bit of a rebrand for Series 6, I'm thinking. We'll talk about it. We'll change our name, obviously. Just a wee bit more visual stimuli for the peoples and audible stimuli, maybe, but we'll see what happens. So this week we are reviewing a banger after your list, mate. Way back when, in 1987, the movie that was to start one of 4 in a franchise, and if we're to believe Mel Gibson, the horse's mouth, as it were, number 5 will be coming to us at some point in the future. They better fucking hurry up because they're about 95-year-old, man. So, but 1987, mate, before we get to that, before you take us back in time, what have you been up to and what have you been watching and listening to this last calendar week?
Well, my ocular delights have taken me around the world.
Woo! Ocular delights. Yeah! Ocular delights. Love that shit.
Well, first of all, I raided the Netflix there and I watched a film called Bad Country. Willem Dafoe and all that. It was all right. It's all right. It gets a white supremacist guy to flip, you know what I mean? And let's take these bad guys down. And then I went and seen a couple of newbies. So I watched The Wolf Man. Uh, has no it's
Uh,
not what I was expecting, but if people like horror films, go see it. Uh,
he's made a man wolf. I would say that a wolf man.
uh, Sorry. Um, then seen September 5th, which, if anybody doesn't know, is about a TV company broadcasting the hostage situation in 1972, the Olympics for the Israeli team. So that was all right. It was one of them, fucking high tempo, fast paced, anxiety. You know what I mean? A lot of a lot of sweat, shiny foreheads, and all that.
I might go and see. I might go and see it on Sunday night after work. At the pictures.
Aye. But then that led me on to Munich, the Eric Bana film, Steven Spielberg directed, smashing. That's about Mossad going about and killing people they deem responsible for it.
Mm-hmm.
Smashing film. I watched then for some reason I went on a downward spiral, by the way. I ended up watching End of Days with Big Arnie. You know what I mean? See that film does get a bad rap, but I like it, mate. I like it.
I don't know why.
I like it. I know. I don't get it myself.
Title track
And
with Guns N'
then
Roses, always good.
exactly. And then because of the film at the end of the day, I just can't watch one Lethal Weapon film. I need to watch all four. So
Ah, of
I
course.
watched all four
It's
Lethal
like
Weapons.
Jaffa cakes or a tube of Pringles. One or two? No. Give me it and I'll give you it back empty. Thank you.
I can just imagine it opening that fucking tin of Pringles and it just goes.
Aye.
Yeah. But for a large part, that was me. I put on The Lighthouse with Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson, but I fell asleep, so I'm not counting it. But I'll watch that.
I've not seen that. Don't know anything about
And that was my ocular delight, sir. What about your own? What did
that.
they for you?
Fantastic. Well, I watched Lethal Weapon 1 and 2. I never graduated onto 3 and 4 because I get into other things. I watched Renfield again, which I think is quite a good wee movie. Quite funny. Do you know what I mean? And it's got good gore and action in it, so I like that shit. And I'll probably watch it again. I think it's Nicolas Cage's best fucking role, but I like everything else about the film. It's pretty decent. I took the boys to the cinema and we went to see Dogman, which was great, man. Great man, Dogman. So if you've got wee ones, get along to see it. It's an adaptation movie for a book. And long story short, it's about a wee cop and his dog. They get into an accident and they sew the dog's head onto the guy's body. And then they chase the evil cat genius and all that. And it's pretty good animation. I watched John Q, great film as well with Denzel. I rewatched Lucy. I really like Lucy. I just think it's a good film, and any excuse to see Scarlett Johansson as well is right up my street. You know what I mean? I rewatched just to reconfirm how poor it was. The Book of Boba Fett, and it's just I was right the first time. You know what I mean? Apart from the two episodes that had Mando in it, it was pretty damn fucking poor. It's like a whipping boy for every cunt. Do you know what I mean? So I just left Boba Fett alone. Surviving Black Hawk Down documentary. I watched that.
Oh, I watched that myself.
I think it could have been done in one longer episode. I get pretty bored by the start of fucking episode 2. You know what I mean? But it's still worth a watch. I don't think there was a lot in it we didn't fucking already know. Do you know that?
Yeah.
I was waiting for some revelations.
Yeah. Well, lads, the only aspect of what I really didn't know about is some of the Somali people saying that the soldiers were bad for them. You know what I mean?
Because I knew that anyway. But that's the way you get told at the time on the news. It's just, bad Somalians killing Americans for absolutely no reason whatsoever. So I watched that. That was pretty decent. Went to pictures myself to see Captain America: Brave New World. and it was what I expected it was going to be. Meh, you know what I mean? Sam is the only Captain America never to take the super serum, but he can collide head on with a Scud missile, no bother, and they can take a fucking volley off a Hulk. Aye, okay, very good. I know it's a comic book film, but humans should still be humans. You know what I mean? Fucking shite.
Yeah.
And very quickly, I watched Wolfman as well. Meh. Flight Risk. Meh. Wall-E. Yay! Just to give me a bit of goodness in my heart. But if you look deeper into Wall-E, you'll find that it's a message that is where the fucking planet's going to go.
Very sinister.
Aye, it's very sinister, but I like it. I like it, and the boys love it, so we watched that. And lastly, I rewatched all of the Mandalorian 1, 2, and 3, and see the ones Boba Fett's in that. It's fucking smashing. He's smashing in it, but still left that there. Know what I mean? And I love the Mando. Series 3 wasn't as good as 1. 2 was the best, obviously. And that's it, mate. I'll leave it there. That was my ocular delights.
Well, you reminded me of something I watched. I know I watched Black Hawk Down. I watched Black Hawk Down after I watched the documentary. So,
you can see how easily glorified movies make things, can't you, man? You really can. I need a hero. Absolute fucking heroes. But anyway, we're getting further back than Black Hawk. We're going back to the year of 1987, where I'm sure I was cutting about in a pair of glow-in-the-dark Flintstone denims and pony trainers. 1987, eh? Back in the year when we had McEwen's, we had Wayne's running about with McEwen's lager on their chest.
Oh, fucking
graduated,
hell, man.
Graduated from C.R. Smith Windies to McEwen's lager. Yes.
That is an image, by the way. Big yabba dabba doos.
Oh, I swear to God, they were all their age, mate. Glow-in-the-dark denims. Aye, Flintstone denims are fucking smashing. I think the Turtles had the Turtles denims and all, Ninja Turtle ones and all that as well. But yeah, there we go. But 1987, mate, before we hit the people with the review of the film we're doing, tell us what else happened in 1987. Let's go back to the year. Back to the year. Back to the year of our film. Boo.
Well, I actually think we've been here before. So if these sound familiar, then aye,
they live in it.
Aye, I think so. But anyway, events of 1987. EZT is approved to treat HIV and AIDS. And if anybody's seen Dallas Buyer Club, that wasn't a good solution. It was not a good solution. There was an agreement signed to build Disneyland Paris. So there you go. And that's when that thing got set in motion. The Simpsons first appeared as a series of shorts on the Traci Ullman show. So see. It was the first ever Rugby World Cup between New Zealand and Italy. That was the first game.
Ruggers.
But Porto won their first European Cup against Bayern in West Germany. Aye. Margaret Thatcher was re-elected for the third time. And Big Ronald Reagan, Big Ronnie, challenged Gorbachev to tear down the wall. So,
how you
a lot was happening.
What am I doing?
A lot was happening. A lot. But if you couldn't be bothered with all that stuff, know what I mean? A wee bit of escapism. You wanted to go to the pictures? Here's what we did that year.
Desperate to go to the movies.
Oh, mate. By the way, again, people of the 80s, yous were spoiled. Yous didn't know yous were fucking born. Right. Movies. The Untouchables. Predator. Full Metal Jacket. Dirty Dancing. Lost Boys. RoboCop. Hellraiser. Wall Street. Inner Space. And Planes, Trains and Automobiles.
What a list, and we've reviewed 4 of them. There you go.
So, know what I mean? And aye, and gets better, gets better. Do you make the pictures? You're like, I'm not ready to go home yet, Margaret. I'm not ready to get home. Oh, what's that you hear in the distance? Oh, it's the discotheque. Oh, what's going on in there? And you walked in right onto the dance floor, and Whitney Houston is chiming away to I want to dance with somebody. Know what I mean? Oh, hold my coat, Agnes. Hold my coat. But along with Whitney, we had Starship with Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. We had
Brilliant.
White Snake. Here I
Title
Go
track to
Again.
Mannequin. Sorry.
Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer.
Oh.
You Too, With or Without You. Aretha Franklin and George Michael, I Knew You Were Waiting. Genesis, We Land of Confusion. Fleetwood Mac, Little Lies. And Bruce Willis, Respect Yourself.
But here, Bruce Willis was prevalent that year because I'm sure he brought out Under the Boardwalk with the Drifters as well. See, Nothing Gonna Stop Us Now. That's obviously a title track to Mannequin, which was one of my favourite films as a wee boy, man. It really was. Kim
Mannequin was
Cattrall.
also that year.
Oh, Kim.
But that's what I mean. There's you and Agnes up the dancing. Away to it. Like, oh,
Wait,
Yeah,
here,
you
hold
come
on a minute, hold on. Listen, see every 2 weeks when you do this, why are
I
we
know.
always fucking women in their 50s that have borne 9 children each?
because who's going to go like, hold my bag and then a wee shoulder number? Oh, is it?
True.
Oh, I could just imagine us, by the way. See 80s, like fucking big hair like
Hot Tub Time Machine.
that. But when you and Agnes come out to dancing, you don't know how you know, but the news is hot that people have died. So, I mean, I'll just say them. I'll say them. Andy Warhol died. Fred Astaire died. Rita Hayworth died. Jackie Gleason died. Lee Marvin died. But, and I say but, people born that year. Kendrick Lamar, Leo Messi, Michael B. Jordan, Zac Efron, Blake Lively, and Evan Peters. So, the replacements, the one in, one out system kind of worked that year. So,
There's some beautiful souls there, beautiful looking people get brought into the world there, you know.
oh, beautiful human beings.
My players had to work. Beautiful human beings, players had to work. But aye, that weirdo, Andy Warhol, man.
That alien.
It's transcendent. Aye, weirdo, man. But obviously a pioneer for an age in ways, you know what I mean? But that was brilliant, mate.
Is he not the one responsible for the tin of tomato soup or something?
Tin of a photograph, mate. It wasn't even a painting. A
Yeah.
photograph of a tin of Campbell's soup. And do you know when I was hanging, it was the 60s, right? And people thought then that was mental for a bit of art, but no, it's worse than it. A Japanese billionaire bought a banana sellotaped to a wall for millions and millions of pounds. That's the age we live in, mate. We can't get a pothole fixed in the road, know what I mean?
I don't get it. I don't really get it, mate. It's fucking.
Aye, I know. See, I don't trust people that are into art in that kind of way. Like, I'll walk up to you in a gallery and say, what's it saying to you? Fuck off, mate. What? That's not alive, mate. I can't talk. Right? Fuck off. Beat it.
Oh,
What I mean,
I know.
I'm a visual person. I'm visually stimulated. Visual stimuli is my go-to. I like it. I like to go and watch it, but I don't need to know. I don't need to be given something by it other than visual enjoyment. You know what I mean? Fuck off.
Yeah. But that was 1987. A rundown, mate. A quick rundown, mate. Brief. Agnes and Senga's night roots, you know what I mean?
Senga do. Well, no bet anywhere for Senga.
Hey, try to do. They would do as a threesome. Margaret, Senga, and Agnes.
Excellent, mate. Well, thank you very much for that smashing trip back to 1987. You're right, it was a very different time, and I loved being in it, and I wish I was back at it. Back at where our place of work would have been a bustling hub of activity with the bus station and the shopping centre and travelators and escalators and all that jazz. People going their holidays, coming back their holidays, people visiting. But not like it is now. It's like the Running Man, the remake of the Running Man. That's what it's fucking like. So 1987, August the 28th in the UK, we were given the option to go to the cinema and see today's film that we're reviewing, mate. 1987's Richard Donner classic, Lethal Weapon. Tell us a wee bit about it, synopsis, and who's in it, mate. Please.
Oh, well,
Now,
I'll make up a wee synopsis on the spot again there, you know. Well, you've got two cops here, thrust together, no fault of their own, to solve a murder of a young woman. It leads them down a wee trail that they find is linked to special forces who are in fact actually drug running heroin into the US away. So, I mean, if you've not seen Lethal Weapon at this point, I mean, it's going. But we're cast as is the ones I wrote down. We've got Danny Glover, Mel Gibson, Gary Busey, Tom Atkins, Arlene Love, Mitchell Ryan, Traci Wolfe, Mary Ellen Trainor, and Stephen Cahan. So, I mean, it's a decent cast. It's a smashing cast.
It's a very good cast.
You know what I mean?
Can I give a special mention for cast member Al Long, who is the Chinese henchman in every 80s movie that gets killed? Excuse me. And you'd know him as soon as you see him. People, he's in every fucking movie. He's the one that steals the candy in Die Hard. You know what I mean? Well done, Al.
Is he no in Hangman as well? Big Trouble Little China?
Well, aye. All the Chinese people are in that. Oil him. Oil him.
But you're right, mate. He's a wee bad henchman and fucking everything, man. And first time I heard him talking is in this film.
Aye, that's right. Because he's a torturer, isn't he? He's actually got a bit of a bigger role in this film.
Mad Endo.
In it for more than 3 minutes. So the budget for this movie was $15 million US, and I have it as getting back at the box office $65.2 million US, which is great. But I'm pretty sure again, in this time, day and age, it would have made like a few hundred. Easy.
Aye. Easily, man. But there's actually some ones there, I'm not saying 120, but I don't know if that takes in all sorts of sales. VHSs. I was going to say DVDs here, but it's VHSs.
Aye, VHSs, mate. By the way, he might have got this in Betamax or not. Might have.
Oh.
Even though it was a dying technology for the VHS at the time, but people still had them. IMDb, I mean, we're nearly 40 years worth of ratings for this film when you think about it. So IMDb's got it a very, very good 7.6 out of 10 with a Rotten Tomato critic score of 80% out of 100, which is fair and dandy, isn't it?
Well, it is. That's what I was going to ask you. Like, would you see this as the best buddy cop franchise?
Movie wise, aye. I can't think of too many others, to be honest with you, right off hat. Give me some if you can think of any. Just try.
There's Rush Hour. I suppose Stakeout had two, didn't it? That had two films.
Had two, that's right. The second one wasn't worth.
I mean, the other ones really are animal based, didn't they? Like K9 and fucking Turn on Hooch. So
aye. No, so you're right. This is the benchmark, I would say, and it's not been toppled. especially for longevity, amount of films, chemistry, storylines, and all that. They've all been great, man. Every one of them. So, aye, mate.
Aye. Special shout out to Richard Donner, by the way. I was looking for his films, and people going, if you're intrigued, go and look for his filmography. It's superb. I mean, he's responsible. He done every Lethal Weapon, Superman, well, obviously Craig alluded to there, but the other ones are just fantastic and just fucking aye.
See if you actually go and... Oh, definitely, mate. Definitely. I love a bit of Donner. Used to love a Donner coming out the pub. I like how you Donner down Sucky Hall Street. And I think I've slept with a Donner in my lifetime as well. So there we go. We love Donners. Hello, Donner. Give me a stunner. Give me a stunner, Donner. But aye, mate, that's a good thing to shout out. If you go online, folks, and look for Mel Gibson interview Lethal Weapon 5, he's talking about he's going to do it. He gets quite emotional. He had a right good attachment to Richard Donner. He says he didn't want to make it without Richard being the director. However, they talked about it before he died, I think, didn't they? And he says it wouldn't be fair not to do it in his memory. So, good.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, well, Mel Gibson's been in what, fucking, I think, 4 of these with him, and then I think he's done like another 3. You know what I mean? So, should have done Maverick, you know that with him. So,
I enjoy Maverick. I think Maverick's like a laugh. It's just good to see Jodie Foster doing something funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's good people as well, Donna. So, just get a wee shout out to him there.
Well done, mate. Now, Mel Gibson actually turned down 2 big roles to do this. He turned down the role of The Fly. He was offered The Fly, which Jeff Goldblum ended up doing. And also he was offered the lead role in The Untouchables, which Kevin Costner eventually got. So, he made the right choice, I would think. Because the people that they got for their 2 films are all classics. You know what I mean? We done Untouchables, one of our biggest listened to and viewed episodes on this platform. So, there you go.
Yeah, definitely, mate. It's what it says, mate, is that the benchmark, well, kind of I'll say my generation's kind of buddy cop film was Rush Hour. You know what I mean? But even still, see this. Most people that watch these films, I've only got good things to say about them. You know what I mean? I've never heard the sentence, so to date, I've never heard somebody saying Lethal Weapon is shite. So,
no. And I think if they do, then it says more about them than anything else. It just means it's not their thing, which happens. If it's not your bag, then it's going to be. But it's not a bad film. That's for bloody sure, whether you like it or no. You can't just look at it and go, that is a waste of money. It's crap actors. It's 80s cheese, man, but it's brilliant, so entertaining. There's explosions, there's shootings, there's high jumps, and there's slow motion cams, and it's good.
Yeah, no, wee bit of trivia here. Well, obviously, we'll talk about Richard Donner being the director, but apparently he wasn't the first choice. It was almost Leonard Nimoy.
I know.
That is fucking wild, man.
Mad Spock. I didn't even know he was a director until I read that bit of trivia myself. And he's actually directed a few things, but I can't really remember if I wrote down. Leonard Nimoy was one of the first choices considered directing, but he didn't feel uncomfortable doing action movies. There we go. He was working on 3 Men and a Baby, 1987.
Aye.
I was today years old when I learnt that, man. He was the director of that movie.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Another one I watched to death. It's got a wee dead boy at the window in that film as well. 3 Men and a Baby.
Aye. Everybody's terrified.
It's fucking there.
About Spock nearly directing this. I mean, I don't know how different the film would have been, but I think see when Richard Donner does a film, there's I don't know, there's a likability about the films. No, I
Aye.
mean it's they've just got this wee tone that you're like, that was a pleasant wee watch that.
Do you know why? I think he's one of these directors that knows the audience that he's making the film for. He can tick the
Mm.
boxes. Do you know what I mean? And what am I making? Making that. Who's going to like that? Smashing. So we need this, that, and that in it. And we need these guys to play it. So you're right, mate. Likeability factor of his movies is they hit the mark. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely, man. But and I read a wee bit of trivia here, right? No, I don't know how true, right? But I want it to be so true that it might be the last thing I want to be true ever, if it is the case.
Right.
Riggsy's prop gun in this, so Mel Gibson's prop gun, is apparently also the same gun used by Bruce Willis in Die Hard.
Yes. And by the way, I think it's true. I've got it written down as true as well. And that doesn't stop with the Die Hard Lethal Weapon crossover. Listen
No,
to this,
fuck.
peoples. This is mental. Mel Gibson and Bruce Willis were considered for each other's roles in Lethal Weapon and Die Hard. Both movies were produced by Joe Silver with music by Michael Kamen. Willis was offered the role of Martin Riggs, but he turned it down. And a year later, he did Die Hard. Gibson was considered to play John McClane, along with his co-stars from The Expendables 3, Harrison Ford, Sylvester Stallone, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, but they all turned it down. Coincidentally, the script for Die Hard with a Vengeance 1995 was briefly considered to be filmed as a Lethal Weapon sequel. So much synergy in that one.
Exactly, mate. Aye, it's see the man I read. I went, mate, well, if you watch the film, you hear the wee jingle bells all the time and on. I'm going, that's that's for Die Hard. That's the Die Hard song. Know what I mean? Because again, we could open a new avenue here for this. That I've never really considered this film as a Christmas film, but it ticks the boxes to be considered a Christmas movie.
Definitely, mate. It's not just a case of a one or two things in it either. It's littered, absolutely littered,
Aye.
with reminding you the fact it's fucking Christmas. Do you know what I mean? From start to finish. I mean,
Aye.
right for the start, the Christmas tree lot, right up to Trish making Christmas dinner. Jesus.
Right.
And everything else in between.
Aye, that's what I mean, mate. I've never considered, but then you've got all that stuff connected with Die Hard. Know what I mean? It's just fucking. This must have. This is the first Christmas film, action film. So it's usually considered Die Hard, but this is going to be it now.
Aye, this was a year prior, so there we go. But this seems to stay out the debate, doesn't it?
Aye, which is weird.
So I'll ask you
Very
people,
weird.
when you hear this podcast or listen to it or watch it, what do you think? Do you think this should be considered a Christmas film? Or are you one of the people that don't recognise it unless it's a Christmas film? This is a Christmas film. Do you know what I mean? It's got to have a Santa in it or an elf or a magic thing that happens on the 25th of December. But it is. It's up there with Rambo, all right?
But see another thing, man. I'm so happy for these films because Danny Glover's in it. I mean, he's just fucking. I mean, I know Danny Glover, he's done well in just these films, but see these, man, they're just fucking. No, for Dan, because I think Danny Glover's fucking really underappreciated.
He is.
Fucking in film, man. Just. He plays his part in this fucking fantastic, like a kind of aging cop that can't fucking can't be bothered, but he's weary of his road we went down. Know what I mean?
Aye, it's another take on similar, but so far apart for Somerset last week in Seven. It's that kind of demographic, the older, wiser, more broken cop and the young, hothead, ego
Aye.
kind of cop beside him. But what a pairing, man. I'm so glad these two guys were cast. The chemistry between them was absolutely brilliant on it.
Aye. Oh, aye. Easily, man. Again, I think that's why this film's so fucking likable. Because you can believe they two being mates.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Aye.
It's just...
Aye, definitely. I like to think that the two of them are best pals off screen as well. They have been for 40 years.
Plus, this whole thing as well is he's supposed to play like an older cop, right? And you can tell he's no, but see just the way he carries his gun or he runs and all that stuff. He's just got it down to an aged old man.
Aye.
You know what I
Yes,
mean?
mate.
It's fucking brilliant, man.
Which is funny because it was to play a 50-year-old. Obviously, starts off him in the bath. His 50th birthday, and he's only 40 in real life, isn't he?
Aye. Aye. Yeah, but that's another thing, by the way. Is there no loco on that door? It's fucking. Well, I mean, uh, I know it's like a happy birthday, but the whole family comes in when you're lying in the bath. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Just bits all floating about.
Aye. I bet I can't. Was it this one or is it the fourth one where Trish comes in and puts? I can't remember her putting the face towel at his pee. Must be the fourth one.
Aye.
Happy retirement, Daddy.
And that was another thing, wasn't it? Fucking finding out Trish was Darlene Love. Sang plenty of Christmas songs, you know what I mean? Just fucking
Aye.
hell, man.
I know. Didn't know that until you let us listen to it in the work the other day, and I was like, "Fuck, is that her? His wife?" And Jesus, mad Trish, she can't cook, but she can belt to a tune, the lassie.
All right, by the way, the fucking oh, the age language on this, slagging the fucking the wife's cooking and all that. Oh no, I nearly
Aye.
turned it off, so I did.
Oh, the woke left would have just took a fucking stroke. You know what I mean? Took a stroke. On True Hollywood Story in 1996, Gary Busey, who I'm imitating today with my new teeth, hey, says he was hired to play Joshua because they were looking for someone big and menacing enough to be believable for Mel Gibson. Busey also credits the film for reviving his failing movie career. There you go. Buttered sausage. Before buttered sausage was a thing, Gary Busey was rolling about in the mud.
Buttered sausage.
How about trouble for sausage? How about trouble? Gary Busey, fucking, I was thinking, right, in this, he's also a baddie in Under Siege. We done that, didn't we?
Yep.
And Predator 2, he's the leader of the fucking CIA secret agency fucking shite. But I don't see him as menacing at all.
No. No. I don't
Oh,
know.
why?
I don't know how he went down that road, but well, maybe it was because of his antics off screen. Know what I mean? Made it more believable to people that he was a bit of a fucking bad person. Know what I mean? Not that he was a bad person on screen, just he was rather wild in his personal life. Know what I mean? So
Aye. I know Hoff. But what has it happened to him now? But he had an accident, didn't he? Was it a bike accident or something?
I think so. But
Made him brain damage.
I think he's fucking. If he's not 80, he's like, there must be a kick in the balls away from it.
Let's do this. Let's look live.
'Cause
Live on
I
this
think Danny
podcast.
Glover's about fucking 78 or something. So
Gary Busey, American actor. Fucking, you're 80 years old.
80?
80
Fuck.
years. He will be 81 in June. There we go. And your man there, Danny Glover. Let's see what age he is. He is, tell me now, 78. He's a young buck. So he is.
See, that's why I know they're talking about doing another film, right? But I mean, I don't know if it's going to work.
I
I
know,
mean,
because
because
Mel Gibson's 69, you know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, I know they can play the old fucking name as the old captains or something like that, whatever the fuck it is, know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, come on, man. We want to see day two. We want to see day two fucking doing it, know what I mean?
Aye.
But
Because you're like, if they do bring a fifth one out, are they going to do the pure fan service and have Joe Pesci in it? Maybe
yeah.
Chris Rock again. Butters. And Rennie Russo. She was still looking no bad for the Mammy Thor, wasn't she?
No, aye. Right. So, curious, but you'd like to see it, but at the same time, I'd just leave it alone because if anybody that doesn't know, they brought out a TV series of this, and through the guy that was playing Griggs, they killed the character off because he was up to no good on the set apparently. So, but I mean,
I never watched it. Shona liked it. I never
no,
watched it.
but as soon as I heard that they fucking killed off Griggs, you're like, ah, what am I watching now then? Fuck's sake.
Am I just watching Lethal? Am I watching a weapon?
Aye.
I went.
It's fucking, but aye. But talk about Griggs, mate. The hair. The hair is magnificent. Oh, what a lion's mane the boy's got.
Oh, aye. You know it just smells of fucking Hot Pockets and cigarettes, man. That hair. And you know his clays are covered in dog hair.
Oh, aye. Oh, aye. He's a man's man.
It's exactly what it is. It's just a rough and ready. And a good character, mate. We'll talk a bit about the characters, the backstories, right? So we've already went over Roger. He, as a family man, he's a gentleman of a certain age, and he carries an old 4-inch Smith gun, and he wears a shirt, a tie. Do you know what I mean? And he runs like his knees have got no cartilage in them. So we've got Martin. We've got the Martin Riggs, and we've got the backstory of him having very recently lost his wife, which has made him a bit of a loose cannon, isn't it? He's deemed as suicide risk and crazy. Brilliant character, but in it.
Aye. Oh, definitely. I mean, it's a very yin and yang, shall we say. But aye, it's superb, man. It's stuff lended to characters now that I don't think you get in films now. I think you're just supposed to go, all right, he's the man, but you don't get a kind of fleshed out sense of it. But apparently the original story to this, apparently it was very dark for the both of them. Because obviously they're ex-soldiers that served in Vietnam and all that, you know what I mean? So two of them were supposed to be a bit down in the dumps, so I mean, fucking flashbacks of the war and all that stuff, but kind of glad they changed that, you know what I mean?
Aye. Well, it was used, wasn't it? Because that's how we're introduced into the first murder.
Yeah.
Don't know it's a murder at a time, but it's a family friend of Rogers who gets in touch and stuff like that. So we'll get to it anyway, man. Let me just see a wee bit of trivia here is that in the scene where Riggs is contemplating suicide, right? There's an actual bullet blank in the chamber, which Mel Gibson was pointing at his head. Now, thinking that it would allow for a greater sense of portraying the scene realistically and dramatically. So he knew, he asked for that blank to be in there. Do you know what I mean? A kind of semi-live round. Well, bullet blanks don't actually fire live rounds. The ejection of air and debris from the gun barrel can and have fatally injured people at very close range. But he wanted it for dramatic effect. Do you know what I mean?
Mad Max wants, Mad Max gets.
Mental bastard. We've heard quite a lot about props over the last few podcasts as well, about what was it, the porcelain getting put in it and all that, and
fucking nuts. Aye.
No fuck with the props, man.
But I'll tell you right now, right? I wouldn't want to be Mel Gibson's fucking wife in a film or a daughter or something along those lines. because you're either getting killed or you're getting kidnapped.
Aye.
Mad Max killed this wife, killed fucking what's that film? Gets fucking kidnapped. There's the other one, Edge of Darkness or something like that. Daughter gets killed.
Aye.
I am not his relative.
Aye. Braveheart, married 5 minutes,
Aye,
throat slit.
aye, fucking Braveheart, fuck's sake.
Aye. Married 5 minutes, man. She didn't even, she was
Oh.
the quickest. She must have been the quickest. Was it payback and all? Wee boy, kidnapped. Fuck's sake.
Aye.
Even the wind's on the safe.
Aye. Oh, it's fucking alright. No, I mean, I was just sitting thinking last night, like, you have had one fucking bad go yet, son.
I know. It's not right, that. It's really not right. So he had tension between the actors. The director, Richard Donner, told both Gary Busey and Mel Gibson it was each other that ate the last waffle for the catering. He tried to make them no like each other, offset, so that they would fucking go at it because of the waffles.
By the way, I need to mention the fight at the end. It's a lengthy creature, isn't it?
Aye.
Maybe no, they live long, but it's still a lengthy fight.
As very lengthy, very muddy, very. You're getting glare off the backlight and all that as well. It's pretty real, but it does go on. I've got to say, I'm maybe a wee couple of minutes longer than it should have to.
Aye. But see that and all right. As much as I like this film, right? Fucking, there's one teeny toty bit in this film, right, that I don't understand or I don't get, right. See, right before he shows up to Murtaugh's house and all that, he kills 2 uniformed officers sitting in the car, right? And then he goes into the house and then there's a note, sorry, just as cops here and all that. So does that mean all the police watched him kill the 2 coppers?
Aye. We'll let him
You know
in.
what I mean?
See what we'll do. What about John and Terry there, mate? We'll get to that. Don't worry.
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, fucking old John's fucking 3 days for retirement.
Aye. Aye. It's a bit of a fucking hole in the story, I would say. Which all films have, but that was a bit of a glaring one. See what you're talking about the Vietnam stuff. Quite a good wee bit of trivia here is Murtaugh tells Riggs that Hudsacker saved his life in the La Drang Valley in 1965, right, at Vietnam. But Mel Gibson would actually later go on to play Colonel Hal Moore in the We Were Soldiers 2002, which is an adaptation of that actual battle. That's quite good, isn't it?
Aye, it's a smashing film, I know. Well, special.
I'm sure I've seen it. I can't remember it.
There's a bit in it and they drop napalm or something when they go to pick up this wee guy and when they go to pick him up, the guy's skin just rolls right down his shins and all that. I'm like,
oh,
it's fucking it's even for me. I went, I couldn't be doing with that. I couldn't be doing with that.
I was going to have pulled pork tonight, but fuck that.
Mate,
the slow
comes
cooker.
off like fucking beef ham, mate.
See, I need to see it now. I need to watch it. I'm sure I'd remembered that, but I've obviously not seen that. 2002, Jesus Christ. What's any more trivia you wanted to share with us before I ask you some of your favourite scenes?
Well, just the actors had to learn 3 types of martial arts for the fights.
All right.
I can't remember the names of them, none of that, but there you go. They had to learn 3 martial arts to make us people sit and go, that was dead good, that one.
Nobody cares. Was there any martial arts get used in that last fight scene?
Aye, all of them apparently.
Really? It just seemed to me to be a bit of a brawl. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, exactly. But hey ho, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Oh, well. Right, my man. Give me one of your favourite scenes, please.
Well, For me, it's when Dixie's house blows up because it's just very unassuming, that scene. Like, you've got Riggs and Murtaugh show up, and the wee boys are like, "Oh, you're going to bust Dixie," and you're like, "Oh, it's a wee bit jovial, this, oh, what he's like," and the next thing, fucking boom, this big explosion. You're like, "Where the fuck did that come from?"
You've been lucky enough, right, to watch and review some smashing films in my lifetime, right, and see some truly brilliant explosions. See, this is up there explosion wise because it's
Oh,
fucking, it's no CGI, it's pyrotechnics, and you see how many little bits of that house
aye.
fucking fly off it. It's great, innit? They must have,
Oh,
as actors, they must have got a bit of the sonic boom off of that, man. Know what I mean?
aye. Aye,
Great.
aye, like I say, mate, it's so fucking practical and all that, mate. It's just even did the fucking flames belting it afterwards, you know what I mean? I just like, it's just, again, because it's almost like a jump scare.
Aye.
You know what I mean? It's just fucking, just you're in this wee lull, everything's hunky dory, fucking boom. You're just like, oh, oh.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
You,
And then it's
you
like
don't.
that, right after that again, the wee Wayne's are like that. Day it again, I didn't see it. What?
Do you think Dixie was home? Thought you knew if he was or no. Know what I mean? Wayne's.
Aye.
I enjoy the wee
Ah.
Wayne's there. I don't enjoy wee Wayne's. I enjoy the wee actor's performance in the movie. They're
Wanna
quite
be in
funny.
my gang, my gang.
Aye, there's a wee black boy in. He's got the bluest eyes in the planet Earth. And he's got Superman's
Aye.
eyes, man.
Baby Dessels. That's what I was calling them the other night.
Oh, aye. No half, by the way. Baby Dessers. That's why he keeps fucking up. That's why he keeps saying Alfred's name. No, that. Oh, don't tell him, Alfred. Oh, Alfred, hey, this is Alfred. Hey, everybody, Alfred, hey. Fucking brilliant that bit, man.
That is, man. It's just, I see that, just that whole, for that explosion to finding out that the bad guys were like special forces. It's just that it's smashing, man. Brilliant. Brilliant
Also,
sequence.
also as well, see, 80s films, we don't do it like this anymore. See the after the fact when everybody's there, the ambulances, the fire station, the police and all that, and it's all hustle and bustle and all that. You don't get that in films anymore.
Yeah. The explosion happens and they cut away to it's just some guy at a desk.
Aye. Fucking garbage, but I like that. Great scene, mate. Absolutely
Aye.
brilliant scene. I'll pick one out right off the bat. When we were first introduced to Riggs, it's Riggs' morning ritual, I've called it. And it's basically him waking up, hungover, naked. First thing he does is lights a cigarette, goes to the fridge for a beer, then sits down on his couch and contemplates blowing his head off, doesn't he?
Aye.
It's tension out its fucking out its
Aye.
mind. And
Aye.
I suppose you know the first time you see it, he's a main player in this movie. You know what I mean? He's not going to do it, but you're like, oh, what happened to him? Why is he like this? What's his backstory? It's pretty dark, isn't it?
Aye, very, man. That's America's ass.
But it's no. It's Bondi Beach's ass. America just stole it.
Aye, you're right, mate. It's fucking a lot of his fucking scenes in this, mate. A lot of them are unnerving, shall we say? Because you're like, you're fucking definitely on the edge. You know what I mean?
Mm.
You're gone, man. You're way out there, man.
You fucking Pluto, man. You're gone. Oh, might need to say that again when we do our favourite lines. Aye, he delivers it brilliant. Mel Gibson's got a cracking wild eye about him in his acting, and he can play a worth a watching guy very easily. So if a switch flips in him, and he does it with Martin Riggs brilliantly. Does it in Braveheart, does it in a lot of other films as well. But he's got that wild eye about him. Mad Max. We've seen it first in Mad Max, didn't we?
Yeah, definitely, mate. What I say is, mate, you're right in all. See, his routine, because obviously you get the Griggs morning routine, the Murtaugh routine first. Know what I mean? And it's, oh, how we doing? Happy family, fucking yay! Everybody's there now, and he wakes up, and it's just him and his dog, and he's just like, it's Monday, Monday.
Aye, and even that, even his dwellings, as it were, he lives in a trailer, and
Aye.
it's just empty beer cans and wrappers, and it's bogging, isn't it?
He fucking, even if he dogs like that, come on, new fairer, come on, this is a fucking riot.
Aye, that's right. We forgot to mention him in the cast. Sam plays Sam the dog.
Aye, aye. And it's the dog and the cat, and all the cat's got to shout it. Ah,
What cat? Oh, aye. Murtaugh's got a
aye,
cat, innit?
aye.
That's another thing that make them opposites, cat and dog people.
Yeah, no, mate, it's fucking superb, man. But um, I'm going to say another one that's very fucking. It's very obvious, but it's obviously the jump off the top of the building scene. And again, it's more down to what you've already said. See Mel Gibson's fucking crazy-eyed look.
Mhm.
It's just fucking fantastic. You're like that. He's off his nut.
Mhm.
No.
Aye. There was a bit of trivia about that scene as well that I never wrote down, but I vaguely remember reading that it's Richard Donner made the big inflatable thing the same colours as the road and the pavement or something like that, so
Really?
that if the camera did catch it, it was kind of camouflaged, so the audience didn't
Yeah.
see it. I didn't look for it, didn't notice it.
No.
But like you say, mate, it's a great scene. Aye,
Aye.
Riggs is fucking smashing. Hey, you want a cigarette? Want to smoke? Let's smoke. No, that just try to be calm, and then the guy just fucking pisses him off. It seems, doesn't it? Because he's lying. Yeah, his eyes go, and then, do you really want to jump? Do you wanna? Well, that's fine with me. Come on, let's jump. I want to jump. Let's go. Hey man, you're fucking crazy, man. I'm a guy. I'd fucking pat him off at all.
Oh, mate. Aye, it is, man. It's a escalation. Like, it's a glimpse into the character's psyche without getting into it. You know what I mean? It's just fucking. He's a functioning happy madman. You know what I mean? But see when he just goes to his end, it just fucking right.
Aye. See before, I mean, see if this is the first time you see this, you don't know he's going to land in a big inflatable thing, right? It's in slow motion. You look at Murtaugh's reaction to him jumping, and instead of saying, "Oh no," it's "Oh no," like "Oh," you're like, "Why are you so annoyed and no upset?" But
Aye,
obviously,
it's a
he
very
knows where
fucking
he's going to
cavalier
land.
attitude you've got on yourself.
Aye, but it's a great scene, mate. You're right, and even the landing, it's as if it's gave Riggs a wee release, and he's all happy
Aye.
and all that. See his hair, his hair's even because he's fucking been free falling. And it's enough
It's
to
like,
make it's enough to make Murtaugh lose his rag, isn't it? And that's a good scene.
aye, aye.
Married, don't you?
That's what I mean. It's got everything because it's like the old Cam head. Even he loses the fucking rag. You know what I mean? And it's just,
Mhm.
but it's also, I think it's also like the catalyst for the wee for the partnership kind of blossoming. You know what I mean? Because before then they're kind of standoffish and all that shit, and then that seems to just kind of jolt things into fucking
Aye,
like motion.
that's it. Because Murtaugh only knows what he's been told about him, that he's a suicidal, on the edge, kind of death wish cop. That's it.
Aye.
Doesn't know why, doesn't know how, doesn't think to ask why or how. You're right. It just Murtaugh lets him know in no uncertain terms in that wee shop. You know what I mean? Which is brilliant. A brilliant bit of back and forth. Another great scene is, I'll say, dinner at the Murtaughs. You know what I mean? Because, like you've just said there, this is the first kind of semblance of the two of them getting to know each other. Not long after that, they're getting to know each other a wee bit better. So Murtaugh takes Martin back to his house for dinner, and there's a bit of joviality about it. He meets the family, and it's good because Murtaugh knows he needs a bit of joy, a bit of family values for even just for a night. You know what I mean? I'm not going to let him go back to that trailer himself that the night. I'm going to get him a nice cooked meal. I'm going to have some laughs. I'm going to watch him smile. And all that. It's brilliant. I like it.
Aye, because that leads into another one of my favourite ones, and it's when Riggs is telling Murtaugh about shooting the guy in Laos.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see he's went back into that mode again, that fucking I'm the killer fucking nutter thing and all that, and then Murtaugh just kind of resets him, or kind of brings him back. Because like, do you like my wife's cooking? You know what I mean? And it kind of brings him back to
Aye.
the happy life sort of thing, you know what I mean? That I brought you into a normal world again, you know what I mean? So, you're right, mate, it's fucking brings normality to his life that's otherwise no there. So,
I like what you said there about that wee bit in the boat. Because yeah, you're right. It's brilliant. You're in with him. You're in with him telling this story. It's all I was good at. Do you know what I mean? It was killing people. I'm like, fucking hell, man. And like you say, brilliant how Murtaugh just diffuses it and says, and you're back with that question.
You know what I mean?
And because Riggs tells the truth as well, you know what I mean? It doesn't seem a lot, but it's probably Murtaugh's like, aye, I can trust you, mate. You're telling me the truth because my wife's cooking this shite.
My darling love, and they're like, you fucking prick.
Would you like to stay for dinner? Please stay for dinner. We've got some. We've got a brown substance in the oven here. And Trish is scalping him, and it's that playful husband-wife stuff and all that. And then the older looking attractive daughter coming down and getting, oh, daddy's partner. You know what I mean? Starry-eyed. It's pretty good. My internet went away there, didn't it?
Aye. I just caught you at the end there going, it was good.
All right, cool. Well, I just went on to say about Murtaugh's daughter, the young attractive one, coming down and getting all starry-eyed with him and all that.
Yeah. Aye, like you say, mate, it's brilliant, man. A wee semblance of normal life for Riggs kind of levels him out. You know what I mean? Instead of the fucking there's more to life than just getting up in the morning being the copper, maybe dying that day, and that's it. You know what I mean? So,
aye, definitely. Here's another one, mate.
Oh, it's one that we've kind of already mentioned, but it's when Murtaugh realises that Riggs isn't pretending to be psycho. When he gives him his gun and he goes, no, today, fucking shoot yourself the now. Know what I mean? This isn't play acting and all that. This is real life and all that. And then he catches the hammer before it hits the gun to the bullet. Know what I mean? And it's like, oh, you really are fucking nuts. Know what I mean? So,
and after that's been stopped by Murtaugh, Riggs brings himself back into reality and says, because you said there, he says, you really are crazy. And he goes, I'm hungry. I'm going to get something to eat.
Mate, when you mentioned that, by the way, there's so much fucking jazz. So much jazz getting played in this.
Oh, tremendous amounts of jazz bass way up here and fucking jazz saxophone way up here. It's fucking great. It's so overused in the 80s. Not overused, but it was so prominent in the 80s. Fucking saxophones.
Man, fucking detectives back in the day, mate. That's all they listened to was jazz. Like that. Fucking this city, just some saxophone bastard.
Aye, unless your Murtaugh's Wayne's at the dinner table. My name's Slade. I love Martin Riggs. And then Roger starts rapping and all that. It's quite funny.
Aye. Brilliant, man. Aye, I think a wee reset, shall we say.
Aye.
Because
See,
apparently, this is to be a lot darker, this film, apparently. Fucking, like, gore detail and everything, man. So,
aye. This is another one of these films where the sound effects are fucking great for the guns, aren't they?
aye. Aye. Especially fucking Mad Giggsy's gun, man. It just fucking boom, boom, like that.
Aye.
Oh,
Fucking hand cannon. Brilliant, mate. So another one of mine's is we're opening to the film. Basically, the opening is Amanda Hudsacker jumping off the building, right? But there's a lot more to it than that because it tells you a lot. It starts off Christmassy, and then the music fades into wind and intrigue, and you see her. She takes a line, and then she jumps off the building. See when she's jumping off the building, see her descent to the car, silence.
aye.
It's fucking genius
Aye.
because that's
Been
exactly
eerie,
what she
isn't
would. That's very eerie because that's exactly what she'd have heard. It's just the wind going by her ears, and then I really still don't know how they done it effects wise about how this body hit in the car because it does look fucking real, doesn't it?
Aye. Definitely, mate. I was going to mention that myself. It was like, because it's not as if it's like back in the day when you just see this mad dummy landing. You know what I mean?
Aye.
A mannequin like that.
Aye.
It's like a woman following landing on this motor. So,
So well done, man.
aye, wouldn't
So well done. Plus,
you?
you're
Aye.
just into the film, you're seeing boobies, which you have to see in an 80s film. You know what I mean? You've got to,
Aye.
especially a cop film, got to see boobies.
Oh, aye, there's a titty quota.
Definitely is.
But see this, I know, no, couldn't help myself, but and I'm like, is that the same veranda that Jenny was at in fucking Forrest Gump?
Boom. That was, aye, the Doors, wasn't it? Was playing when she was doing it. But aye, it's so well done. It gives you a wee
Oh,
bit
maybe
of,
Leonard Skinner.
you're right. Freebird, you're
Aye.
right, mate. Aye, it was the Doors when she walks out and I can't hitting up on it. Don't you love her madly? Don't you love her face? Fucking, I digress. But it's a great scene, mate. It's see when she's up there balancing on the balcony, you know, just much like Jenny in Forrest Gump. You're like, oh, getting a wee
Aye.
horrible fucking feeling in the bottom of your stomach, man.
Aye, definitely. Mate, that's how I was like, I went here. Aye. Oh, here, aye. I wonder if that's the same place. Because it looks like it, and I'm just guessing that's where fucking Jenny ended up. Know what I mean?
Aye, there you go. But aye, it's a great opening scene, mate. Any others?
Yeah, no, mate. No. We've exhausted my favourites. Got another one for yourself there.
I've got a few, but I mean, they're ones we all know. Do you know what I mean? Even right down to the target practice, the two of them are doing that, and then Riggs puts it away back as far as it can go, shoots so many bullets, brings the target back, and it's a smiley face. Murtaugh's face, man's just. I mean, funny. That's the overriding thing about this film. It's the caveat with darkness and humour because it's riddled with laughs. This movie, innit?
Aye, it's hilarious, mate. Fucking that's it, mate. And that's another. Let's see, as the sequels go on, I think they got funnier. Know what I mean? That's why I don't think there's a bad one.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, and that's what made it more successful. I mean, because you've already got the buddy cop thing and all that, but I'm guessing this is the first one that kind of had a laugh with things. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Aye. We'll keep talking because your voice is gone. It's dead sexy.
Oh, listen to you, raspy boy.
Talk to me. Aye, talk to me.
Would you fuck me?
Have another 10 cigarettes there, why don't you? Brilliant. But we'll flit on then to dialogue and some favourite lines, mate. Give one or two of your favourite lines, mate.
Oh well, I'm too old for this shit. It's just brilliant, man. And fucking, I think it's got to be the birthplace, isn't it?
Of course, it's repeated in all 4 movies. And I don't know how many times he says it in this film, but I would imagine it's maybe about 4 or 5 as well, isn't it?
Oh, aye, 100%, 100%. Aye, obviously adapts, know what I mean? But
Aye.
I'm too old for this shit.
I remember when ITV had it on the telly, and they were always famous for no cutting out swear words, but overdubbing them. Die Hard again was Yippee-ki-yay, Kimo Savvy. And then this one was I'm too old for this stuff. That guy said, stuff. That's not him. At least try and get somebody that sounds like him, for Christ's sake, man.
Yeah, exactly. But money and all that, I guess. Another one, I'll say it's a bit of back and forth dialogue. Sin's my middle name. Like just with your wife's cooking, I'm not surprised. What? And it just get back to shooting.
Aye. It's a cracking line, that, man. Dane. Aye, fucking right, yeah. Got one fear for me, Riggs, is when he says, hey, look, friend, let's just cut this shit. Now, we both know I was transferred. Everybody thinks I'm suicidal, in which case I'm fucked and nobody wants to work with me. Or they think I'm fucking going to draw a cycle pension, in which case I'm fucked and nobody wants to work with me. Basically, I'm fucked. It's brilliant, man.
Aye. Again, I mean, a lot of them are back and forth because that's how it was scripted. But have you ever met someone you didn't kill? Well, I haven't killed you yet.
Aye. See what's great about that scene, right? And you know yourself. He said before he goes in, right, let's make it through the day, no killing MD, and we'll see about maybe me trusting you. And it's like, right, okay, I'll try my best. So obviously Murtaugh shoots the guy in the leg. We'll see, no deed, still living. I shot him in the leg. That's what you wouldn't do. But when the guy bounces back up, instead of killing him, Riggs looks at, he's holding the gun, he's looking at fucking Murtaugh for permission. I'm not going, you know what I mean? He doesn't need to say anything. We know exactly what he's doing. Doing what you told me. You know what I mean? Brilliant, man.
Oh, super, mate. Like, again, Murtaugh. I mean, see Murtaugh, mate. I think he's my favourite character in this, right? Because he's just fucking. See, just his attitude. I've had enough of this shit. You know what I mean? I'm too old to just. Riggs asking him, "Do you want me to drive?" And he goes, "No, I'll drive. I was driving before you were an itch in your daddy's pants."
Aye. Fucking great, man. Because it's just like, no, I drive. You're suicidal, remember? He was like, MD suicidal drives this fucking car, know what I mean? Or MD suicidal drives in this city. I as Murtaugh, I know I mentioned about Riggs has got that wild eye look. Murtaugh's got a look of, what the fuck did he just do? An open mouth look. I can't believe what he's just watched, kind of thing, or just witnessed. It's great, man. He's a great character, you're right.
Aye, brilliant, man. Another one for Murtaugh for me, when his daughter's talking about, can this boy just say it's Johnny, come here? And he's like, what, the guy with the pits? He's like, the dimples. And he went, the pits. When he smiles, I can see through his head.
The answer is no. You're not going. Aye.
Brilliant, man.
Proper dad. He's got an answer for everything, hasn't he?
Oh, man. So good. So good.
Riggsy's after the jump and Murtaugh pulls Riggs into the store to have it out with him. Martin says to him, "What do you want to hear, man? Do you want to hear that sometimes I think about offing myself, or sometimes I think about eating a bullet? Well, I do. I've even got a special bullet for the occasion with hollowed out point. Look, make sure it blows the back of my goddamn head out." You know what I mean? You're fucking woof. It's powerful the way it's delivered, because again, Mel Gibson's right into his character, and he's got that fucking wild look when he's telling him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he says, "I don't do it. Do you want to know why I don't do it? Because of the job." You know what I mean? He loves being a cop.
Yeah. The last one for me, mate. It's just, again, you really want to jump, because it's just fucking the way it's just iconic, mate. Know what I mean? Just instantly snaps at that bit. Know what I mean? Just like, you really want to jump? All right, let's jump.
That's
fucking what? What's good, dog?
Tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Just precedes the slow motion fucking dive off a building, man. It's great. Did you hear? No doubt you have heard it. Riggs' wee joke in it when they're under attack. He says to Murtaugh, "What did one shepherd say to the other shepherd?" "Oh, I don't know. Let's get the flock out of here." Fucking. That's great.
No. So good, man. So good. But aye, fucking. Basically, that's something to say, you know. See that bit at the pool when they shoot that guy? When they first get there, there's two lassies and they're divvying up coke.
Aye. I know who she is.
Man, was that woman? Aye, fucking hear no evil, see no evil.
Aye, with the big legs.
Aye,
and
that?
She also played a part in Bird on a Wire with Mel Gibson. She was one of his exes for his ex-identities, witness relocation woman. A fine looking lassie, that. Got a big leg on her. My last favourite line, there's plenty, by the way, if people would be here all day, but my last one is for Mendes. And people don't know who Mendes is. Mendes is the drug dealer that's brought in to speak to Mr. Joshua and all that right at the start. And obviously he's just witnessed the head honcho fucking burning Mr. Joshua's arm and Mr. Joshua taking it like a pure madman, you know what I mean? You guys, you're out there, you're fucking Pluto, man, you're gone. Fucking great at
it. No, as man.
That actor was Red Dawn, wasn't it? No, Red Dawn. Red Heat.
Red Heat. He was a baddie. I thought he was a fucking Russian for years.
I know.
American.
I don't like you talk like that. You're gone, man.
But aye. See another thing I'm going to mention, I know.
Mm-hmm.
See Murtaugh's neighbours, they must be sick fed up with the family.
Oh.
Look, this one, two coppers are killed in the street, and there's a fucking full-on brawl on the front garden. Second one, house is blown up. You know what I mean? I can't remember if something happens in the third one. Then the fourth one, house is burnt down like that. Murtaugh, you're kind of making this place a horrible, dangerous place to live.
And the car goes right in through the living room and on the first in this one. Was it this one? Second one?
No, that's one.
Richard Donner uses that brilliantly to introduce Leo as when he becomes an estate agent and they're trying to sell Roger's house. And he says it all. And Murtaugh's raging because he's hiding, listen to it, and he's like, "You wee dick, I'm going to kill you." I went, "No, I need to tell them, it's a law, I need to tell them what happened and all that." It's aye. But his neighbours can't move because the value of their houses, because he's their next door neighbours, fucking no worth selling, you know what I mean?
Exactly, mate. Exactly. Oh, but aye, man. Fucking what a film, man. It's ticks all the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Your body cop film, you know what I mean? It's just the pattern in it's immense, the action in it's immense. Fucking even the story, like see now you get a film and it's just like, how did we get to this point? or because the plot has to move forward. Know what I mean? You know, like that. But see, this is like you're gradually solving it with the plot. Know what I mean? It's not you're
Aye.
just right. Now we're here, out of circumstances. Now we're here, out of circumstances. Know what I mean? It's all leading somewhere. Actual detective work. So
You're right, mate. You're very wise to say that. Actually, I mean, the nucleus of the plot is as old as time, right? In films, it doesn't need fixed. It's there, but like you just alluded to there, it's got a lot of moving parts along the way. Caveat that with we've got to have this relationship forming between our two main dudes and all that shit as well. And it does everything. Richard Donner does everything in this film. It tells you where everybody's came from, where we're at, how we're getting on, what's happening. Do you know what I mean? I mean, we never mentioned a lot of favourite scenes, even the meet up to get his daughter back. That's
aye,
great. Out in the middle of fucking
brilliant, man.
nowhere, rigs with a sniper rifle, which is an actual sniper rifle, which costs fucking. Again, I didn't write it down. I read it. It's one of only 50 made in the world or something. He got a shot of that for the film and all that. It's amazing. And then there's the torture scenes as well. Riggs is getting tortured. Murtaugh's getting tortured. Brilliant, man. Absolutely
Aye.
brilliant. It's a great film. What would you give it out of 10, mate?
I'll give it a 7 on the basis that I think the second one's better.
I have also given it a 7. And that might sound, people might be like, well, I've just talked it up and given it a 7. But 7's a fantastic score. But everybody
Aye.
rates their 1 to 10 is different as well. It's great. It's a brilliant entry level movie to a franchise we didn't know we were getting. But it's probably was an 8 in the past for me. But
Aye.
smashing movie. Get it watched, people. It's amazing. And like Chris, it's not my favourite. But because there's a lot of talk of sequels preceding the original. There's not a lot of them. We obviously gravitate towards Empire Strikes Back, Godfather 2. I think Lethal Weapon 2 is brilliant. It fucking just takes this IP and
Aye.
makes it so much more better, man.
Aye, definitely, man.
We'll do that one day because it's definitely on my list. Do you know what I mean? So it's 2 7s out of 10 for me and Chris, which is very healthy, and it also coincides with IMDb, so we're not alone in the thinking of that as well. This has been the last finale episode in series 5, and because it was my pick of Christopher's list, it means we're going to open series 6 with a viewer's choice movie, unless you don't want to, Chris.
Oh, fire in, mate.
Right.
We've been gave belters so far, so I don't see the trend stop anytime soon.
We have indeed. So let me get their wee list up there. So out of the 15 films, we have done 3 of them, and we've done 3, 6, and 9. No,
Oh, this
3, 6, 9. That's a pattern, isn't it? So on you go, mate. Between 1 and 15, what we're going to open series 6 with.
Well,
What are you going to say now?
let's continue the pattern.
You're going to say that.
So let's go with 12 then, mate.
Number 12 is a film suggested by my good friend from school, way back when, Claire Gardner, and she suggested Johnny Dangerously.
Don't know if I've seen that.
I'm going to have to look at that. I'm going to have to look that up. Let me see. I feel like I should know it.
Oh,
It's the first-
1984.
1984, Johnny Dangerously. Oh, Michael Keaton.
Aye.
Michael of the Keatons. Let's see a wee quick synopsis, which we'll say again. Oh no, it's too big, the synopsis. Well, Claire, you have been chosen for the opener of Series 6. I'm going to suggest to Chris that maybe we'll get a wee week or two. Have a wee break, mate.
That's up to yourself, mate.
So we can, well, at least a week anyway, so we can get our shift pattern back in sync
Aye.
with the recording earlier in the week kind of thing, which is enjoyable.
Aye, definitely. Get it.
But
Get it
aye,
done.
get
Aye,
it
John
done.
Dangerous. I don't think I've seen that, so there you go. There's one I'm watching for the first time.
Aye, I don't think I've seen it either. I've not seen it. Fucking definitely not seen it. That's for true. So thanks everybody for sticking with us for another season. Thanks to everybody in the Facebook group, which is a way up to fucking. We've had a big influx this week. It's been up to 489 people, so we're near the 500 mark. And I can't remember exactly what the YouTube is. The YouTube people are 339, so nearly 340 on that as well. Forgot to give a wee shout out to our homeboys, Seismic Cinema, at the start of the programme. Always give him a listen, guys. Listen to The Running Man, and they dropped. What the fuck did I start listening to the other day? See my brain, by the way. Can't remember what it is they've got out, but they've got another movie review on the go, and it is. Oh, Craig, this is garbage if you're listening to the audibles. The latest drop is Anchorman. Anchorman. And Jumanji, they've done that as well. So give them a wee listen or a wee watch. And how you doing, guys? Thanks for the shout out and the support as well for us. Anything else you want to say before we go, Christopher?
No, just to repeat everything you just said there. Cheers for listening, liking, sharing, and all that. These are greatly appreciated. I know people say that and you go, aye, so am I, you fucking banger, but he's a. So, aye. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you're still enjoying it, because we're still enjoying it.
Aye. I mean, that's 125 movie reviews. I think we've done like 135 or 37 or something like that, all in with collabs and specials and stuff like that. And we've been guests on other people's as well. So always check that out, guys. But thank you. That's enough. Go away now. Better go drink her. What are you up to the rest of the day, mate? Before we go, what are you up to in this very...
Oh, I don't know, mate. It's Friday night, but I might actually apply for a job as one of the guys that like narrates their trailers because of my voice right now. Know what I mean? I could get away with it. In a world where sheep run the earth. Well, what?
This summer, only in theaters. He's back.
But I'm feeling that. I don't know, mate. I've not decided because, as anybody might know, the weather has just been rather tropical. So,
aye. Looking forward to going picking the boys up for school. Stoning in that for 10 minutes, getting fucking drenched. But aye, we're making pizzas tonight. That's what we're doing. Pizzas! Pepperoni for Robert and plain cheese for Archie. We'll make them. They'll have... Robert might eat all his, but Archie will probably have one or two slices and say, Daddy, I'm full. Can I get chocolate cake? Can I get crisps? Oh, you like a crisp, didn't you?
Why?
You enjoy a potato chip. That's for our American friends there that are listening. Doritos have brought out Minecraft, Chris. I bought the boys one, rib flavour, barbecue rib. Oh, you need to get on that, mate. And there's another one, a green packet. That's vinegar, salt and vinegar, I think. But these barbecue things, they're sitting in there, they're doing them. But I don't open them. They're no yours, Craig.
Salivating. I am moist.
Oh, they're no yours, Craig. They're the Wayne's. You bought yourself ready salted and fucking dry roasted nuts. They're yours. Leave the boys, Chris, alone.
Well, nobody likes them, but get in there right about the go eat the rib and then replace them. There you go.
I know. It's going to the shop again in that fucking weather. But aye, so there you go, folks. A wee crisp review. Get yourself some Minecraft barbecue rib flavoured Doritos. They're fucking Moorish. So yeah. But apart from that, mate, Churibo. Can't even talk now. Churibai.
Churibai, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Have a good one.
Aye. We'll see you Series 6. Ta-da. The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. fucking brilliant.